Hey guys, Tony here, and sorry it's taken a while to get this video up. I was out of town for a few weeks, so didn't have a chance to, but this is the review of the Bushnell BackTrack GPS Detour. I did an unboxing a while ago. Said it was Bushnell sent it out for us to review, so thanks again, Bushnell. Yep, so we did the unboxing. You can check out that video. Now I've had a little bit of time to use it, play around with it, connect it to the computer and that sort of thing, so I'm going to do a quick review. So first, it uses 3 AAA batteries, easy to get in and out, sorry. There's a screw piece actually here, you can actually use your nail usually, twist it, and it looks like it's waterproof, it's solid there, or water resistant I guess. Okay, and to turn it on, basically, sorry, there's a power switch there. And it turns on to this compass page. This compass is a digital compass, so this is not necessarily the GPS function. You see the latitude, longitude down at the bottom. That is the GPS. I just used this recently, like a couple minutes ago, so it's already got the GPS signal. But usually it's really fast. My only comparison to this type of GPS is I have an old Garmin E-Trex, which is a few years old, but it's similar. This one gets the satellite signal much faster. I don't know if they've updated the E-Trex, but this one's much faster in a signal and acquiring the signal. But it's on. You see it has the compass, digital compass. One note about the digital compass I noted pretty quickly was if you use this in a car, the digital compass goes crazy because of the metal. So, I mean, that's kind of a fault of compasses, or compi, I guess, in themselves, but yeah, so be aware of that. This isn't really made to be used in the car, but if you do. So, as you can see, this main screen shows the longitude, latitude. Up in the right corner up here, there's a little satellite dish symbol that is either solid and on, or flashing with a line through it. Of course, with the line through it and flashing means it has not acquired the signal yet. Next to that, there's a little battery meter. Mine's about full. And there's a clock up there, tells what time it is. So there's 4 buttons on this plus the USB jack. So to turn the backlight on, you hit the I'm not sure if this button has a name necessarily. Let me see. Check the user's guide really quickly. All right, they call it the mark button. You click that once, turns the light on. As you can see, I've already bumped another button, so I'm out of the main screen. Let me go back to it. So that turns the backlight on. Alright, then you hit the power button again, and you go to these multiple different directional, so right now I've got one programmed. So this is the one that's set to my house. So I'm in my house now, so it's about 9-10 yards away from where I marked it. Mind you, I'm sitting in the middle of my house, and it still has a GPS signal, which is pretty neat. But you can set different ones. You can set house, car, like where your car is if you're camping. Star, so whatever, flag, whatever, target. Those are basically different points you can set. It'll tell you how far you are and which way to go. So as you see, once I scroll through those again, there's your temperature and your altitude. I mean, temperature seems pretty correct, I guess. Might be a few degrees off. Of course, altitude, I don't have much to adjust that by or figure that out by, but it's pretty accurate, I'm sure. And hit it again, you go back to the main page. Now, under that, you've got this button, which is like the trip button, and this brings you to your trip page. So here it tells me my average miles per hour, how many miles I've traveled this trip, and how fast I'm moving currently, and a memory meter. So, to start a trip, you just hold this, and it'll start a trip. See the little guy pops up, and the same thing, press it, hold it again to end a trip. So it saves the trips on here, and then you connect them to your computer, download Bushnell's software, which is very easy to download from their website, and you register your product at the same time, and it lays it over a traditional map so you can see where you went. So I'm going to connect. Okay, so I've connected it now. And you power the unit on first, then connect it USB Mini B, comes with the cable. And then you connect it to the computer. Once you download the software, I don't know how you can see the software, looks something like this. So right now I've got 2 trips up. My first trip, I went for a little drive around, and you can see this line here. This is my trip. I brought it in the car with me just to try it out. So there, that's accurate. I mean, it's right on the road, right where I was. And then the second little trip was... Oh, before that I actually just walked around a little bit. So... Or actually, that other trip is just when I just turn it on and off. So yeah, so the trip, there it is, lays it right over the map. Very easy to do. I'm not going to zoom out so I don't give away where I live, but you probably can figure it out anyways. But yeah, so you just connect it, downloads it, and you can export the map you've created as... I'm not sure exactly. Oh, as like a .swf file. So, mind you, this uses Adobe Air to run, and it downloads it when you download the Bushnell software. So it's an Adobe thing. You can make them. You can add folders here. Or rather, let's see if I can. You can rename it. You can make a folder, all that sort of thing, to organize them. At the bottom here, you can delete it, and yeah, you can move around. You can satellite it. It's kind of like Google Maps interface. Actually, it is Google Maps interface. I don't know what this, I actually messed with this yet. Okay, so, this is kind of neat. So down at the bottom, you've got all this stuff that shows you start time, end time of your trip, elevation change as you moved, same with temperature change, how far you went, your duration, all this kind of thing, which is pretty cool. You can actually change speed graph, you can change all this, how the graph is represented. So, the software here is pretty neat. So yeah, that's about the software. Easy to connect. Once it's downloaded, no problem there. So, I did like that. So we can take another look back here at the unit. And I guess my final impressions are, the thing is very durable. I've thrown it in my pocket and it maintains a signal, which is rare. Like I said, I'm comparing this with my Garmin eTrex, which is older, and it was... The big difference is that one showed you your track on the screen. It wasn't on a map, but it would just show it kind of trace your track, which in all honesty wasn't entirely useful. Every other function this is basically the same, although this one includes a built-in compass. I think this one's a little bit nicer organized. Case is much better, very durable, easy to change the batteries. I don't feel bad if I drop this. It's durable, so hard, like the plastic's so hard, sorry. Yeah, so I really like this. If you're looking for something, you go hiking a lot and you want to, mark base camp or something, it's really useful. The digital compass is nice and accurate, picks up satellite signal really quick. These are the same set of batteries I started with when I first put them in, and they're still going fine. I haven't used it too much, but no problems there. And yeah, so I would highly recommend the Bushnell BackTrack GPS, the Detour. Like I said in the unboxing, it's new. It came out now. It's about a month ago, at the beginning of June. And yep. So thanks again to Bushnell for sending it to us. If you guys have any questions on anything, just leave a comment. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you.